Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
女士们、先生们，大家下午好。
We are about to start the 14th Manila Forum. The Manila Forum is a joint project of the Association for Philippines-China Understanding and the Chinese Embassy here in Manila. And to start our program, let's have the singing of the national anthems of the Republic of the Philippines to be followed by the singing of the national anthem of the People's Republic of China. Kindly stand.
请全体起立，奏唱非中国歌。
Thank you. You may be seated now.
请就坐。
Before we are going to call on the speakers of today's program, please let me acknowledge some personalities who are here today. Later on, the speakers will be properly introduced. But I would like to thank the special envoy of the Office of the President to the People's Republic of China, Ambassador Bennett Chico is here with us this afternoon. We'd also like to acknowledge the former president of the Federation of Filipino-Chinese Chamber of Commerce and Industry and one of the big supporters of the Associations for Philippines-China Understanding, being a member of the Board of Advisory of APCO, Ambassador Francis Chuo. I see very familiar faces here from the academe, from the business sector, and from the different organizations in the Philippines that I would not be able to mention their names and their association one by one. So let's begin the program immediately by calling upon His Excellency, the Ambassador of the People's Republic of China, Wang Xilian, for his welcome remarks.
有请中国驻菲大使黄锡连阁下致辞。
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, good afternoon to all of you. It is a true pleasure to be here with both new and old friends at the 14th Manila Forum for China-Philippine Relations. Thank you to our host, the Association for the Philippines-China Understanding, for the strong support, and a warm welcome to the delegation of Chinese scholars led by well-known Professor Victor Gao. The theme today, safeguarding peace and security in the Asia-Pacific, captures our common aspiration to deepen mutual understanding and trust, promotes win-win cooperation, advance the reform of global governance, and work hand in hand to uphold peace and stability in our part of the world. 12 years ago, President Xi Jinping, with a keen understanding of global trends and a deep concern for mankind's future, called for the building of a community with a shared future for humanity, lighting the way for a world in search of direction. Since then, China has put forward the Global Development Initiative, the Global Security Initiative, and the Global Civilization Initiative. Together, these three initiatives serve as the pillars of the vision. They have contributed Chinese wisdom to tackling global challenges across multiple dimensions, while injecting much-needed stability and positive energy into a world facing challenges and a great deal of uncertainties. Not long ago, China successfully hosted the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit in Tianjin, as well as the commemoration of the 80th anniversary of the victory in the Chinese people's resistance against Japanese aggression and the World Anti-Fascist War. These events convey a clear message of China's steadfast commitment to upholding international fairness and justice, and underscored the strong momentum towards building a community with a shared future for the mankind. Building on the three major initiatives, President Xi recently further proposed the Global Governance Initiative, for short GGI, offering a practical roadmap for reforming and improving global governance and providing stronger support for our shared future. The GGI rests on 5 core principles, that is, upholding sovereign equality, abiding by international law, practicing a multilateralism, embracing a people-centered approach, and focusing on concrete action. This initiative aligns with the purposes and principles of the UN Charter, responds to the common aspirations of people in all countries, and addresses pressing needs of today's world. Since its launch, the GGI has been welcomed and supported by leaders of many countries and international organizations, and it is destined to gain broader support and recognition from international community. This initiative is a natural response to the trends of our time. Today, the world is undergoing profound and accelerated changes unseen in a century. Emerging markets and developing countries are rising together, bringing about a historic shift in the international balance of power. This has created strong impetus for reforming the global governance system. At the same time, the calls of the Global South for peace, development, and cooperation are growing louder, while the urgency to improve the global governance and redress historical injustices continues to mount. Born in this context, the GGI responds to the challenges of our times and charts a course for transformation. The initiative is a right choice for addressing our common challenges. Around the world, hegemonic and bullying practices, say using strength to intimidate the weak, seizing benefits through force or deceit, and playing zero-sum games, are causing a serious harm. The deficits in peace, development, security, and governance continue to widen, posing unprecedented challenges to humanity. No country can remain unaffected. Only through cooperation can we strengthen our collective resilience against external risks and pursue shared development. The 5 core principles of the GGI are deeply rooted in China's fine tradition culture and carry forward the best traditions of its diplomacy. They reject the outdated logic of zero-sum games and winner-takes-all, and rise above Western centrism and notions of civilizational or racial superiority. At the same time, they add new dimensions to China's traditional worldview and to Marxist theories of world history, offering fresh, values-based guidance for global governance. In a world marked by turbulence and transformation, peace and stability in the Asia-Pacific are especially precious. It is our shared responsibility to preserve and safeguard this situation. As a member of the Asia-Pacific region, China has long shared a common destiny with its neighbors, remains committed to promoting regional peace and stability, as well as building a community with a shared future for the mankind. With a shared future along with our neighboring countries. Looking ahead, China will continue to work hand in hand with regional partners to champion the Asian values of peace, cooperation, openness, and inclusiveness, resolutely upholding international fairness and justice, and serving as a source of stability in a turbulent world. Taking this opportunity, I would like to share a few ideas in the hope of inspiring further reflection and dialogue. First, with evolving theories on international order, we now see 2 contrasting schools of thoughts, one grounded in international law and another one based on so-called rules. To be specific, so-called rules-based order and international law-based order. The latter raises important question on exactly what and whose rules is this rules-based order founded? How do these rules relate to the established framework of international law? And ultimately, what kind of international order does the world at large and our region in particular truly need? Second, as the Ukraine and other crises continue to spill over, some countries have sought to replicate bloc confrontation in the Asia-Pacific by promoting the idea of an Asia-Pacific NATO. Faced with such divisive intentions, we must ask, what sort of security architecture does our region require? One that is exclusive, built only on military alliances, or one that is distinctly Asian, featuring shared security, respect for diversity, and active dialogue. Today, we are happy to welcome distinguished scholars from both China and the Philippines. We look forward to meaningful exchanges and that will generate fresh insights and help build greater consensus. In closing, I sincerely wish this event every success. Thank you, and mabuhay.